We are taking a look at the Cazachef commercial hot water dispenser. It's really for commercial kitchens, and I'm gonna hook it up in a commercial kitchen at a men's home next week. But I wanted to make sure that I got everything working at my house and know how to hook it up and how to run it. So this thing will go from 104 to 212 degrees, and it'll put out a cup of coffee less than every minute. Inside, it's got a stainless steel tank that holds the water, and it's triple layered with insulation, and it's got a copper heating element. Well, let me show you how easy it is to set. So when it's off is how you set it. So you just push set and hold it for 5 seconds. And now you can set whatever temperature you want it at. So I'm going to set it up for, I'm going to set it at 200. So right now the water temperature is 134 degrees. It'll start climbing really fast. And when it gets up to the temperature, it'll say ready. So right now it's heating. So while it's heating, let me tell you a few things about it. So this is the water line it comes with. It comes to, in the back of the unit, it hooks up to a 3/4 inch water line. And you can't hook this up to the water supply line to like to your refrigerator because it's going to need to pull more water. And I'm afraid it would put too much. There's actually a pump inside that pumps the water into the tank, and that would put too much of a strain on it. So it needs to have the water line that goes to a sink. And so it comes with 3/4, but underneath my sink, it's 3/8. So I had to get this reducer. I need this 3/8 line to hook it up to the water line underneath, and it works just fine because it's the same diameter inside. This thing is meant for commercial use, so that's why it will not work with a water line to like your refrigerator. And so I had to run that through 3/8 water line underneath my sink. I just wanted to make sure everything was working really good before I bring it to this men's home next week. And then we're up to 177. We'll come back in just at 178. So we'll come back in a minute and I'll bring it all the way to 200 and show you how great it works. Once this thing's full of water, it's really heavy. In the back is where your water line is, and then there's a steam release for the tank. The water line is on the top, and of course it's got a vent in the back. So it's 24 inches tall. This is almost 8 inches here and a little bit more than 10 inches deep. Because I'd really like to put this in my kitchen, but there's really nowhere I could put it to where it wouldn't be hitting the cabinet. So one thing that I always find that's really hard to get to dissolve really fast is matcha tea. But to show you to the test, we're going to put 2 little scoops of matcha tea. I don't know if you can see this. See, that's good. All right. And don't even hardly need to stir it. Stir it. You could make instant coffee. You could make soups. You could all kinds if you needed it for cleaning or mopping or all kinds of reasons. So it is completely dissolved. And I don't know if you could really. You can't really drink it at 212, can you?
I like it hot.
You like it hot. Okay.
What a beautiful day.
So right now it's at 212. And I'm going to run a whole gallon of hot boiling water through, and I'm going to see how much it drops down. So you can't touch this. This thing gets really hot. Even this surface right here gets really hot. And another thing too, I'd get a water filtration system, not only for the water, but also to keep the tank from getting contaminated. And the cleaner water will make it last a lot longer. So it's got the red handle. You can pull it down. And you can lock it, but I'd be really careful doing that. But if you walk away and you see this jumping, that's the water. And there's a light that comes on and shows that the water pump is working. The steam's coming off. So I have pumped a full gallon of water and it hasn't dropped 1 degree. So if you're looking for a really nice water heater, in an office, in a commercial kitchen, or you just entertain a lot and you need hot water instantly, very fast, this thing will get it done. Because this thing is boiling hot water. I wouldn't leave this on all night long because it heats up so fast. I'd be kind of nervous. So it's really easy. Just hold down on the power button and it switches off. And it shows that it still has power. It says off, and it turn it back on. You just touch it. It says that it's ready. The power's on. And again, I showed you how to change the temperature. So to change temperature again, turn it off. Hold on this button for 5 seconds. and then it'll say HP, and right now it's at 200. So you can change it to any temperature you want to. 190, hit it again, HP, turn it back on. Now it's set, and now that's going to go down. So again, if you're looking for a really nice commercial water heater, this is a really good option. I'll make another video next week when I put it into the men's shelter. Enjoy.